everybody? I'm Selda Kim, and today I have a very special guest on the channel. Joined EROS, I believe it was October of last year, I think. We'll have to
Yep.
check on that. Somewhere around that area, man, last fall. But this is Britton, and we're going to talk about how he found me, how he got really started with the program and everything. But one thing I've always admired about Britton that I literally just told him, before we jumped into the interview here, but he was just very dedicated and disciplined with himself and just very committed to learning this stuff. And that helped him get the results that he got today in arrows. And so, yeah, without further ado, this is Britton, man. Do you mind just talking about, I guess, first, just really, I guess, how you found me, man? What made you even reach out to me?
Oh yeah. So actually, it all started really. I was just scrolling through TikTok,
Oh,
and
it's TikTok. Okay.
yeah, then I
Mhm.
stumbled across a couple of your videos, and your videos had some really good kind of points to them, and I took a few that you had there and kind of implemented a few things you did, and they seemed to work pretty well for me. And then I kind of started to look at reaching out to you about the program, and kind of went from there.
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't exactly remember our first conversation, man. Do you remember, I guess, like, do you remember like the video or like what specifically I was talking about that made you be like, you know what, like that makes sense. I do think I need to reach out. Was it like more of a confidence thing or like a texting thing, or was it just a mix of everything, you think?
Kind of a mix of everything because, like, once I kind of found the first one or two videos of yours, I kind of went to your page and kind of started watching a lot of your videos,
Mm,
and I kind of was seeing the points of things that I just felt like I was missing or didn't understand. And I don't know, it's just one of those things that popped up on where I was like, I want to be good at doing this. So I started to, like I said, come across your videos, and I've seen a couple other ones, but yours seem to draw my attention more and seem
mhm,
to have more accuracy to it. And I was like,
mm,
shoot. So I'm just started watching all your videos, following some things, and then kind of implement them a little bit myself and found out it worked pretty
mhm.
good. And I was like, well, I still don't know exactly what I'm doing. So I want to get to know you and see you in person and get more advice one on one. So that's why I reached out and kind of talked more about the program with you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that night too, man. When when we uh when we decided to actually do the program, I remember like for about like 10 minutes there, you were like, I don't know, man. I'm just like coming back to me like, I don't know, man. And you kept going back and forth with it, and we just like worked something out. And you're like, you know what? Like, I'll just do it. Like,
Yep,
F it.
that's
I'll do it.
yep. That was I give it to anybody that jumps in this program for any reason. It's more or less like a you're gonna always be on for sure because you just don't know that it's gonna work or it's not because anybody for anything they do. I mean, for it, as simple as buying a car, you're gonna always have those if ands or what of like decision making. Like I don't know if I want to do this or not, but
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
programs like this and like I said, being in even in real estate, realizing that if you discipline yourself and trust those who can guide you the right way, you will see results. And
Hmm.
like I said, I finally decided to take the bite with you and get gotten pretty good results and really glad I did and got to kind of have that because um one of the biggest things I guess for it is it helped me because I was trying to find that I got to have a lot of not much confidence in myself. It helped
Mm.
kind of bring that type of stuff out of me.
Dude,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Yeah. I was sorry for interrupting, man. I was gonna ask, like,
You're good.
I hope it's not too personal, man, but like, dude, I was gonna ask, like, what do you think really just caused like the lack of like confidence, in yourself until I guess like your mid-20s?
Well, I would say that me growing up, I never was the outgoing type, more of a homebody type guy. And through high school, I never really did the going out on parties and doing stuff I never wanted to. So I feel like I missed a
Hmm.
big part in that. And also, I never really had anybody that, friends or people that wanted to actually help me get, I guess, better
Yeah.
with women and understanding them better and kind of knowing what to do, when to do it. And I don't know, for me, I had this weird thing of me where my confidence died out because every time I had any woman had any interest in me, it never went no further than maybe if I got lucky, a first date,
Mm,
and it never went
mm,
further. And I
mm,
realized after a while thinking, I was like, it's more me than anything else of not knowing what to do and how to handle things because you're
mm,
doing a lot of things wrong that you're just overlooking as a guy because we don't think like they do. And stuff like this helps us understand
Yeah.
where we're making our mistakes, find your mistakes, point out your mistakes, identify them, and fix them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's a really good point because like something I've been noticing too with guys that are kind of fresh, man, that have been reaching out to me lately. Like I've been noticing it's like almost like it, the thing with like girls is like it never really like, like heartbreak is huge and like, when you get rejected is pretty big, but a lot of guys don't really take it seriously. What like on that first time, it usually takes like multiple different times and like it accumulates over time to the point where it's like the frustration builds so much where it's like to the point where like they're just like burnt out of just like getting rejected or like, you know, uh uh, getting dumped or whatever, just can't get that second date and just builds up and then accumulates. And they're just like, all right, now, like, I just gotten to the point where it gets so loud, they just have to do something about it. Right. That's what I've been noticing lately, dude. And I think it was like you were starting to feel that frustration building up. And like, it's like that's when you're like, you know what? Like, we gotta obviously do something about this. And that's when we hopped in. Um, does that make sense? That's just something like deep thoughts lately.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I said, definitely learn a whole lot, and that's definitely a good point. Is that's like I said, the frustration builds up so much where you're constantly trying to figure out when things like that happen. It's like, is it something I've done? Your brain automatically kind of wants to think that anyway. It's like, what did I do? And sometimes you got to sit back and think, was it actually you or them? And
Mm,
for me, a lot of times it was me because I lacked a lot of things of like the parts of just kind of knowing what to do and how to do it. Also, not being the how you want to say the what you call it, the simp, right?
mhm,
You don't
mhm,
want to fall on that criteria because you're just a nice guy that's going to always finish last. And I'm tell you right now, live by that. Don't
mhm.
finish last. Be the nice. You could be a nice guy, but to an extent, always got to keep that ground standing on. Don't can't find that out real quick.
Yeah, it's like this all those modern day lingos, right? It's like I don't even keep up with all of them, man. People are like, "Oh, simp and
Yeah,
Rizzler," whatever else they're talking about, man. I'm like, "Whatever, man." Like that's always gonna be a fad. I'm just like, I'm not even focused on that junk, man. It's just you get those all the time. But um yeah, dude, it's like I was gonna say too, man. I totally lost my train of thought when you said the simp part. But oh, like a lot of guys, man, it's like a lot of guys try to blame the chick. Right? They try to blame the girl, and it's like I feel like a true man that like really will get those long-term results. Like even if it is the chick, like let's say like let's say like the bitch cheated on you, right? Because that's just like messed up. But it's like,
yeah,
it's like even I believe a man should take responsibility for everything in his life. And it's like even if she cheated on you and it really had nothing to do with you, like a man should still take responsibility and being like, uh, I still attracted that into my life. Right, so it still is a degree, like, my fault in a way, and it's like so many guys, like, I see will be like, "Oh, it's her fault, man, like, she's a B," or whatever they're saying, right? I'm just like, "Bro, like, you're still attracting this behavior." So at the end of the day, it is the man at the end of the day allowing that stuff to happen, right? Which is a really good point, man. I'm glad you brought that up, dude, like, um and that's what attracted, like, eventually, like, when you rose those standards as well, dude, like, you attracted this really great girl in your life that you have currently. And you said girlfriend, uh, before, like when we were talking before, man, like, are you guys actually like officially like in a relationship now? Because I didn't think you were when we hopped on 1-to-1 like a week or two ago, right?
well, actually, we've actually been together since March 10th, really.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, you're ready to head on three
Okay.
months.
Dude,
So
congratulations, man. I didn't even know that.
appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I know because then I try to keep tabs on everybody, but like I said, I get such a my own schedule gets kind of busy. Sometimes I slip my mind to even kind of keep you update what's going on. So I try my best to be like, hey, I'm still here. Just kind of fell off track for a little bit. Well, not just off track, just got real busy on my schedule. Still keeping everything on pace.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
try on track and just remind of following up with everybody makes it
Yeah,
difficult.
dude. And you got the new career too going on,
Yep.
man. So it's like, yeah, dude, you've been busy, man. And I mean that part of the reason too, man. Like I think that's part of the reason why it clicks so well is because like you are starting a new career and you really are happy, dude. And like I remember you started that new career, man, like a couple months ago as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like you were dude, you told me you were so excited to do that, and then boom, like, then this girl walks in your life. It's almost like life was, like, telling you, like, "Yeah, dude, you're on the right path, dude." Like, here's, like,
Yeah,
that's
that was
super interesting.
yeah. February was that month for me. Also, there's a it's funny about that too is there's a car I have been staying on. Is actually for those in here who see this video know the new Mustangs came out back in October. They revealed and they were going to do pre-orders for them. And I stayed on the dealership because my brother does work there, but I stayed on him and everybody about it all the time. And February was the month that they opened up the pre-orders. So I also got myself in only 4 slots available, and I was number one on the 4 slots. So,
Mhm,
new job offer, new girl,
mhm,
and pre-order for a new car. So
mhm, and the new
kind
bike
of
too, like you're talking
and
about.
a new bike. There you go. All kind of falling in the right criteria for me at the time. I was like, dang, that's must be my month here, isn't it?
Bro, it's
My
it's not
year
your month, man.
technically.
It's
Yeah.
like it's your decade, bro. It's your decade now, man. Like, life's just like, bro, just here's like all these rewards, man. So it's like, dude, like good for you, man. I'm super happy for you. I guess like too, I was gonna ask, like what do you think, I guess, because I know you watched all the videos, man. We talked a little bit, and it's like what was like your biggest takeaway, I guess, just from what we talked about or what was in the channel, or like even just in the videos, man. Like what do you think the most impactful part of just, doing this and making this investment was, man?
Um, I would say one of the biggest things I got off your program really is when you get joined in with a group with, I mean, obviously having you is fantastic, but also having an entire group of other guys who are just as, not necessarily some, at different places, some more advanced than others, or you might sometimes it's good to find somebody who's just as kind of lost as you are. And you can do that one-on-one DMing with the person and just kind of build a little relationship with them and kind of use advice off each other too. But it helps you keep
Mhm,
more track of your progress because it makes you instead of feeling like you're with nothing but a bunch of veterans in this category and you're playing catch up. It's more or less like, hey, I got this one person who's
mhm,
like just as lost as I am, so we just kind of tag teaming this and keeping each other up there
mhm,
and building ourselves up. But I would say another big thing I liked was the amount of confidence it brings out in you of how to correctly kind of hold yourself because I practiced that a lot after starting your program was just thinking in a different way, like you said, of every time somebody says anything, it is flirting or compliments in any sort of way, and it helps
mhm.
definitely boost your confidence and make you feel better about yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, it
And
works so well. Yeah.
and another thing I learned too that I think is very crucial, especially for any guys who haven't experienced this, I went through, but learning how to really good at controlling your emotions
Mm,
and not getting too attached to something. Make sure
mm,
you or someone just make sure you keep all eyes peeled and don't let yourself get too attached at such a fast or short period of time.
mhm,
So another big thing, but and the text and stuff too, yeah, that's definitely been a big help too. But
mm, mhm,
flirting and
mhm,
and knowing how to what to say when it's how to say it is I would say it's definitely helped me out a lot. Just scroll with now, like I said, I've known her through high school, but and she even got married and everything and ran into uh, issues with the husband and they split and that's when I jumped in. But I would tell you if it weren't for being in your program and everything, I don't even know if I would have done that because I wouldn't have had the
mm,
confidence in myself to do it.
mm.
But just as soon as I saw my opportunity, I didn't hesitate one bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You just went up and did it, man. Like,
There you go.
that's all. Sometimes it's all it's needed, man. So it's like, but like, dude, like I said, man, like you put in the work, dude. Like you knew you had everything here that you needed to be successful with women. And it's like you watched all the content, you asked questions when you needed to, right? Like you were always just like there, and like those are the guys that always get the best results. That are the guys that they take it serious, right? They're like, I know I need this, like I got to do it, so I might as well just do it, and invest in myself. And that's something you did, bro, and you really committed to it, man. So that's something I'm really just I like guys like you that just do that because like they're always like it always equals long-term results, man. And that's exactly what you're experiencing right now, man. It's just like it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when at that point, right? Like it's always going to happen. It's just like, okay, like how fast can we make it happen? You know, based on your commitment. Yeah, man. Like that was really well said, bro. Like I was gonna ask you too, man. What would you tell the guys that are skeptical, man? That I guess that were like you at the start, man. Right? I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, is it gonna get me results? It's like the buying a new car example, man. Like, what would you tell those guys that are kind of just on the fence and they might think it's a scam or
Yeah.
they're skeptical or whatever, right?
Well, I will say to those who watch this and see this video that anybody's gonna be skeptical at first. It's definitely not a scam. You are a very good coach for this, and this is definitely your niche. And
Thank you, bro. It's awesome.
yeah, and the biggest thing I say is in this program is be sure that when you sign up for the program, make sure you are very dedicated and able to put in the time. If you got a lot of other things going on, I would just say get things situated first because this thing is
Hmm.
going to require some good free time because you're gonna have to go out and put things in action, and that's obviously the scariest part because you can learn all day long, but going
Hmm.
out there and doing it is the hard part. But once you go out there and do it, it starts to get a lot easier, and the next thing you know, you're learning it. But biggest thing I say for us who jumps in the program too is know your own mistakes. Know when you've made a mistake and acknowledge your mistakes. Don't like you said, don't think that you didn't cause a problem here. If something happens or
Hmm.
something falls through, go on a group chat, talk to the guys. They're also going to point out where you messed up, but acknowledge that you messed up. If you don't
Hmm.
never acknowledge you messed up, you're never going to make progress because you're not going to
Yeah,
acknowledge your.
exactly.
You got to know your mistakes, where you went wrong, and how to correct them. If you don't know how, you got an entire group and you to help correct it and to have the right answer.
Bro, that was so well said, man. Yeah, I'm just like, damn, dude, he's just spitting fact over here. Wow. Like, dude, it's just so true. Yeah, it's just like, bro, like, just everything's data, right? It's just like, okay, what could I have done better here? She said this. What could I have said? Like, yeah, and I totally agree with you, man. It's like, dude, I want guys that they're not over here worrying about like, how am I going to get my next paycheck for next month's bills? It's like, dude, that worrying about that and then worrying about women, it's like you're not going to get any results with women when you're in that state of just like you don't have your shit together, right? Like have that together first, and then it's like, okay, then we'll worry about the girl stuff, man. But it's like
Yeah,
girls aren't going to come when you're over here worrying about where in the world your meal's going to come from, man. Yeah, dude, I totally agree, man. That's so well said, bro. Yeah, I can just feel the confidence, man, just like radiating from you, dude. Like it's just like a night and day difference from where you started
oh yeah,
versus who you are now. It's
yep,
very fascinating to look at, man. And it blows my mind every single time I see
yeah.
someone just like
Hey,
that. Like,
like I said, it's all thanks to you and the whole group of guys behind it. I shout out everybody to it. Anybody's in the program right now, everybody deserves a shout out. I mean, everybody's been there to help, and I never really, be honest with you, I'm not a reader, so I never really got a chance to read your book. Just saying,
hmm,
but I will say that I've heard from a lot of people in the chat that reading that book is definitely a lot of extra information to know too, and just keeps you more ahead of the game. So if anybody likes to read
yeah,
or
but
is
I'm
read it,
actually right here, man. Yeah.
yep, that's
Hmm.
just anybody just go and read it because everybody says good chat, and I do plan on sometime get a chance to get to reading it and kind of do stuff looking over it. But
Absolutely, dude.
other
Yeah,
than
dude,
that,
just
man,
message me, man.
yeah,
I'll send you I got plenty dude, I have like 20 copies, man, in my closet, so I'll just send you one, dude.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
oh man. Yeah, just remind me, man, shoot me your address.
I guess.
Obviously don't say it on the call here, but
Yeah,
yeah, dude, I'll send you one, man. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, just like as a reward, man, just for just being so committed, dude.
I
So,
appreciate that.
yeah, dude, just let me know. Um, dude, is there anything else you want to say? Or in my opinion, it's been amazing. It's been a fire. So you don't have to have anything else to say. Uh, but if you have anything else to say, man, like, or if you want to wrap it up, it's totally up to you, man. You got the floor.
Well, the only thing I would say is, anybody looking to sign up and you're dedicated and ready, go for it. You'll benefit definitely off this. You'll definitely feel a confidence increase in yourself. And while you're at it, if you're not into it, go on start, get your diets right, get yourself healthy, start working
Hmm.
out. you'll feel the energy itself increase too. So with the confidence in the program and just going to the gym, and you don't have to go hurt yourself or go exert and do extra stuff. Just simple 20, 30-minute workouts a day. Consistency, the same thing as the program. Stay consistent in the program, stay consistent on diet, balance, and healthiness, and you'll see your whole outcome of your whole life start to change and your whole mindset
Absolutely,
to change.
man. Absolutely,
Whoever's
man.
in this, sign up for it. Get going.
Bro, I love that, dude. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Britton, man, for just coming on, dude. Just taking your
Yeah,
time to do this, man. Out of everything else you got going on, dude. So, yeah, dude. Like I said, if you need anything, bro, like I'm here for you, man. Just let me know. If you need anything ever, dude, we got your back. So, yeah, dude. That's all I really have, man. It's been so amazing, dude. So, yeah, dude. Just really grateful for you, man. Thank you.
oh yeah, man. Appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and like I said, I know you go ahead and get the whenever you're ready to set up the program stuff again for the other 6 months. And if
Oh
you
yeah,
really
yeah,
don't
yeah.
mind sending that book, I'll definitely be glad to take one if you got one really spare. And I'll just shoot you my address real quick. That way you have it. And whenever you send it, no worries. Let me know if you do, don't.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, I say just let me know. If not, one day I'll just come home and it'll be at the doorstep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Just shoot me your address, bro. I'll send you one.
Oh,
ASAP, sometime this week or
appreciate
next,
it.
man. So yeah, just shoot me that after the call, man. But yeah, dude, that's all I got, man. So yeah, dude, just shoot me your address. I'll send you one of these books, man, for sure on me. And then yeah, we'll talk about the program in a second too as well. But dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. Like I said, man, really grateful to have you, man. Really honored to have you here.